Ben Rice. He's got off to a great start. He'll lead off. Right fielder Aaron Judge. Second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr. Paul Goldschmidt at first base will clean up. Batting fifth and catching Austin Wells. Anthony Volpe, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Batting seventh playing center field, Trent Grisham. Jason Dominguez in left field will hit eighth. And batting ninth and playing third base, it's Oswaldo Cabrera.
Well, that lineup for the New York Yankees going to face veteran right-hander Mitch Keller. You see the numbers from last year, 31 starts, the ERA just over 4. We'll check out our Nissan pitcher scouting report on Keller. He's become Mr. Dependable around here. His last 3 seasons, he has started 29, 32, and 31 games. So takes the ball every 5th day. Had a little bit of trouble with the left-handed slug against him last year, 492 against Keller, but a good first impression in his first start. Picked up a win, 6 innings against the Marlins. Only gave up 1 run and struck out 4.
And celebrating his 29th birthday today. Here's the defense behind him. Pham in left, Cruz in center, McCutchen over right. All those outfielders have good arms. Hayes at third. He is one of the best third basemen in the game. Yankee fans remember Isaiah Canapalefa. He'll play shortstop. Jared Triolo at second, and Andy Rodriguez over at first. Joey Bart is behind the plate. Brian Reynolds the DH, and Mitch Keller is on the mound. Time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, the Yankees have been doing early damage, especially Aaron Judge. 5 home runs, 3 of those have been in the first inning. 22 home runs for the Yankees now. That's a major league record through the first 6 games. And the Bucks, they play a speed game. 19 stolen bases already. That leads the major leagues.
So Ben Rice will start it off. Rice is ready. Keller is ready. And let's do it here in Pittsburgh. First pitch, up and away, and we are underway. Tom Hanahan, home plate umpire. Chris Guccione at first. David Rackley at second. Edwin Moscoso is over at third. Rice has lived up to being a leadoff guy. He's reached a 9 of 19 plate appearances, a 474 on base percentage, 375 average, with 2 homers and 2 ribbies. Strike.
I'll give you a little scatter report on Mitch Keller. It's pretty much fastball at about 93, 94. We'll have a little movement away from the left-handed hitter Rice, and a good sweeper slider combination for Keller.
And there's a base hit for Rice to start it off. Cruz will get the ball in. Rice leads off the first with a single. See what we have in the home plate umpire, Tom Hanahan. Here's the scouting report. He is considered pitcher friendly. He calls more outside strikes on right-handed batters. Just his 3rd big league season. There's Aaron Judge. This is his 1,000th game in his major league career today. 320 home runs in his career. He has 8 extra base hits in the 6 games, tied with A-Rod for the most, and A-Rod did that in 2007. Missed outside, 2-0. Players on the Yankees seem as if they're just marveling at what Judge is doing. How about this statistical quirk? So he has 5 homers, 15 ribbies, 11 runs scored in 6 games. He had those exact numbers, 5 homers, 15 ribbies, 11 runs last year in his 28th game. And he finished with 58 home runs. Away, away, away against Judge, 3-1.
Yeah, Michael, the difference is he's not only a slugger with the power, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. He doesn't expand out of the strike zone. He's hitting well over 400 early on, and he's put himself in a great hitter's count here, 3-1.
Ball 4, so Judge reaches, and Keller in quick trouble. First and second, nobody out. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. It's 60 degrees, and that's what it feels like. Chance of rain after 6 p.m. Humidity 61%. The wind out of the east at 4 miles per hour. And there's a lot of rain in the forecast tomorrow and Sunday as well. Pitch outside to Jazz Chisholm Jr.
I mentioned Keller has had trouble with left-handed hitters last year. They slugged .492. So a big opportunity here for Chisholm in the first inning. Left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher.
Grounded foul.
Well, we take a look back to last night. Jazz gets a fastball right down the middle. And you can tell by that reaction that baseball went a long way. Another hot Yankee hitter to start off the season.
The 1-1. 2-1 on Chisholm.
Well, a lot of times a hitter will tell you how they're seeing the baseball early by their body language after they take a pitch. This looked like Jazz saw that ball so early out of Keller's hand. Missed off the plate. He didn't even flinch.
Two and two.
Good slider down and in and a fastball count. And the one thing about Keller, he has a changeup, but it's really not one of his best weapons, and maybe a reason why he struggles against left-handed hitters.
Strike three. Chisholm down looking, and he does not like the call.
Looked like Jazz definitely had an argument there. Looked like that ball was down. Aaron Boone giving the young home plate umpire Tom Hanahan an earful. That ball's down.
Hanahan let him have a say. Here's Goldschmidt.
It's not even close.
Pirates very familiar with Goldschmidt. He's played 132 games against Pittsburgh, and he's done well. 307, 407 on base percentage, 23 home runs, and 80 runs batted in. Paul is 0 for his last 8. Jazz still upset.
Well, this is where Goldschmidt's been such a good run producer during his career, hitting with 2 strikes, forcing the ball the other way.
Runners go. They didn't even look at the runners. Double steal for Rice and Judge.
Well, the scouting report on Hanahan behind the plate is you see both runners get good jumps, no play on the bases, but looks like this home plate umpire is going to be very generous off the plate and maybe down.
So 2 away is Goldschmidt down on strikes. Here's Wells, second and third. 2 men out. Wells had the day off yesterday. J.C. Escara caught and picked up his first big league hit, a double. 0-2.
Well, it's amazing how the momentum can change. A low strike on Jazz Chisholm. Now all of a sudden Mitch Keller trying to work his way out of trouble and had a little more hop on that fastball at 97.
Fouled away, still 0-2. John mentioned this in the scouting report. Keller takes the ball. 29 starts, 32 starts, 31 starts last 3 seasons. Second year of a 5-year, $77 million extension. Check swing, did he go? No, said Moscoso.
I talked about Keller having a good slider sweeper combination. That was a curveball, and that's a good take from Austin Wells because he doesn't throw that curveball an awful lot.
Fly ball left field. Pham on the run toward the line. He's there to make the play. No runs ahead. 2 men left. Yankees nothing, and the Pirates coming to bat. Well, the Yankees don't score in the top of the first. Now it's the Pirates' turn against Max Fried. Key Brian Hayes, Charlie Hayes' son. He's at third base leading off. Brian Reynolds, the DH, will bat second. O'Neill Cruz in center. Cleaning up the catcher, Joey Bart. The veteran, Andrew McCutchen. He's in right field batting fifth. Batting sixth, another veteran, the left fielder, Tommy Pham. Andy Rodriguez at first base will bat seventh. Batting eighth, playing second base, Jared Triolo. And Isaiah Canapalepa, the shortstop, will bat ninth against Max Fried.
Well, Max Fried finishing up his warm-up tosses. Those are the numbers from last year. 29 starts, 11 and 10, 3.25 ERA. We'll take a look at our Nissan pitcher scouting report on Fried, and he got the first one out of the way. 4 2/3, gave up 6 runs. Only 2 of those were earned, but he had a little bit of trouble with the curveball in that ball game, which we know is his bread and butter off-speed pitch. He's a ground ball machine since 2017. Over 54% of his outs are on the ground.
So here's Hayes, and a strike.
Well, you know, it had to be frustrating for Max Fried. His first start as a Yankee in Yankee Stadium, and the Yankees hit 9 home runs, but he couldn't find a way to get himself through 5 innings. Try to pick up his first Yankee win. He'll go for that this afternoon.
Yankee defense, Dominguez, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield left to right. We'll go third to first in the infield, Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt. Balls behind the plate, Rice DHs. Upstairs. Fried's made 7 starts against the Pirates, 3-1, but the ERA is a little high at 4.28. Now the Pirates come limping home. They had a 4-game set against the Marlins to open up the season in Miami, and they probably figured, oh, it's a good way to get off to a good start. They lost 3 of the 4 games, all 3 in walk-off fashion. Then they went to George Steinbrenner Field, and they lost 2 of 3 to Tampa Bay. So they come home at 2-5 to start the season. Check out the Mohegan Sun team scouting report.
Well, you just went through it, Michael. A tough start to the season. You just mentioned all those walk-off losses, and run production has been a problem. Only 19 runs in 7 games, batting average under 200. They do have some young stars and some veteran leadership. Paul Skeens, O'Neill Cruz, and the veterans to go with that, Andrew McCutchen, Tommy Pham, and I would say IKF, a veteran leader on this Pittsburgh club.
Driven into right field, Judge back, still back on the track, jumps, makes the play and falls to the ground but holds on. As Yankee Universe holds its breath.
Yeah, you hope that Aaron Judge is all right, and this is one of the dangers when you come to a park you're not familiar with. How much room do you have when that warning track starts until you get to the wall? Aaron Judge didn't think he had that much room before the wall. Looks like he's going to be all right. Leaps expecting to land into the wall, but has a little more room before it happened.
Here's Brian Reynolds. Grounded right to Chisholm, positioned perfectly. 2 outs. Well, the Pirates losing ways, it's just startling. They've had 28 losing seasons in the last 32 years, since 1993. They've won from 2013 through 15 and 2018. Those are the only winning seasons. O'Neill Cruz with a fly ball. Grisham comes on, makes the play, and a fairly uneventful 1-2-3 inning for Max Fried and the Yanks. We'll go to the second.
Google Cloud AI knows a 98-mile-per-hour heater with a 13-inch drop means a 24.7% chance the home team gets a strikeout. And hot dog sales are up 4%, which means they're racking up the Ks. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Getting your finances in order isn't just about saving, it's about doing. So, what do you want to do? Whatever financial success looks like to you, Stretch Financial Wellness is here to support you while you put in the work. Visualize your success, attack your goals, go get it.
With Game Time, we alert you to the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
Want to do anything this weekend?
Like what? That concert on Friday is now 60% off. See how excited they are about saving money?
Wait, did she say 60% off?
What time is it? It's Game Time.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
Have you seen my phone?
Yeah, it's with mine.
What's going on here, buddy?
I'm becoming a kung fu master.
Huh.
We have to pass this wireless speeds, right?
Check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. Aaron Boone checking things out with Aaron Judge, see if he's okay. You can see Judge kind of said, I'm fine, waved him away. As you said, John, I think he thought the wall was closer, so when he was tumbling back, he felt that that would hold him up, and then he went to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously so familiar with Yankee Stadium and the amount of room from the warning track to the wall. You go on the road, it's a little bit different. Luckily, it looked like he came through it all right.
Anthony Volpe takes a strike. Anthony has 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. This is what the Yankees are always afraid of. Judge in Dodger Stadium running through the wall. Really injured his toe, and it was a lost season for the Yankees once they lost him. Ground ball to second. Time for the injury report. We're brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. You notice Bellinger is not in the starting lineup. Has a stiff back. Currently listed as day-to-day, and Aaron Boone said he had a stiff back yesterday, but he didn't want to push it because of the late arrival by the Yankees last night, so it gives him the day off.
And Michael, he said nothing to worry about with Cody Bellinger. Bellinger was actually at his locker, and he was asked about it, and he said, no, just today. So he didn't seem overly concerned about anything.
It also makes it a lot easier, Meredith, when you got a guy like Trent Grisham, who's swung the bat great all spring and has carried it into the early first week of the season. So nice opportunity for Aaron Boone to give Bellinger an afternoon off.
And Aaron Boone saying he's trying to get Grisham more opportunities. He thought he would be able to find him more at bats last year. Never happened. But to start this season, he's been very good at the plate. He credits his aggressive approach. And Michael, when you look back to yesterday's game, 3 hits, including a home run for Grisham.
Grisham did not like that strike call by Hanahan. He was not making any friends with the Yankees. Just off the outside corner. 3-1 on Trent.
Well, it's always a challenge when you're an extra outfielder or a bench player, a guy like Grisham who has a great spring, and then you come into the season and the at-bats get taken away. But Aaron Boone trying to give him more opportunities. He's taking advantage of them.
And there's a walk to Grisham. Third Yankee base runner. Second walk. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. Fouled away. Dominguez hitting .250. A home run, a ribby. 4 for 12 against the Diamondbacks. Oh, 0-2. Told you the Yankees have 22 home runs. That's the record for 6 games in Major League history. In fact, it's the record for 7 games. So they don't even have to hit a home run today, and they still hold the record. Also, what's impressive is that 10 different players have hit home runs. And that's the most in Major League Baseball.
Well, they say that hitting is contagious, and obviously the way the Yankees have swung the bat early on with the power department, you feel good about them going on their first road trip. 3 in Pittsburgh, 3 in Detroit.
1-2 on Dominguez. Grisham leads off first, held there by Rodriguez. Two and two. Fouled away. Some of the fan base here in Pittsburgh, I really should say most of the fan base, pretty upset with the organization. They arguably have the greatest pitcher on the planet on their team. And if you look at the moves during the offseason, they really didn't do anything at all. Didn't spend any money to improve the team. And you know the clock is ticking on Paul Skeens, who the Yankees will not see this weekend. Will they be able to keep a pitcher of that elite status when he becomes a free agent? So essentially you have him for 6 years, John. You have to make it happen.
Yeah, you can feel the frustration around here for Pirates fans, and you know the whole city of Pittsburgh. It's such a great sports town.
Base hit down the right field line. It's going to roll onto the warning track, cut off there by McCutchen. Grisham is rounding third. They'll hold him up. It's a double for Dominguez. Second and third and one out.
Well, the Yankees had some traffic in the first inning, now some traffic here in the second, and a nice at bat from Jason Dominguez, who fouled off a bunch of tough pitches, finally got something middle in that he can drive to right field. Grisham going to cruise all the way into third base easily. And you'd have to say a very solid start for Dominguez to his season. Hasn't lit it up yet. Batting average starting to look a little bit better, starting to fill up some columns.
Well, the Pirates bring the infield in with the second and third and one out. Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate. He's 0 for his last 7. Bart has to backhand the ball to save a run, and the count 1-0.
I'm going to talk about filling up some columns, and no home runs, no RBIs yet for Cabrera, but a situation here, second and third, one down, just put the ball in play in the air. And you fill up that RBI column, get the Yankees on the board.
That one is looped into left center field, and it's going to get down and the base hit. 2 runs will score for the Yankees. Cabrera's going for 2, and he's in there with a 2-run double, and the Yankees have a 2-0 lead.
Well, I always felt like these situational hitting at bats were just what the doctor ordered for somebody who's maybe going through a little tough stretch. Cabrera, exactly what he had to do. Get a ball up in the strike zone, get a ball up in the air, drive it the other way. Really good base running from Dominguez, who had a great read on this. You could see he takes one look, knows it's going to find some grass in left center field. Cruz can't come up with it cleanly, and Cabrera into second base.
First double, and the first couple of ribbies for Cabrera. And that'll bring up Rice. Still one out. He goes around, tried to hold up, but didn't. One and one.
Well, you look at the way this lineup is constructed this afternoon from Aaron Boone. A lot of balance with the right-handers and the left-handers. You love the way they're driving the pitch count up from Keller early on in this one.
2-1.
You can see the frustration on the look of Keller as he misses with a changeup. Aaron Judge waiting on deck.
Three and one on Rice. Rice singled to center to open up the game.
Well, this is where you do your damage. You get yourself in a fastball count, 3-1. Look for that heater.
3-2. Keller gets the sign from Bart. And the payoff. Another foul ball. This is a chance for Ben Rice to grab some playing time with Stanton out, and he is impressed. You know, penciled in as the leadoff guy yesterday, and Boone was asked why. He said, because he rakes. Second straight game leading off. Reached in 10 of 20 plate appearances. That'll get it done. 3-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. So he gets on base again. That'll bring up Judge. Leaders brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. So in 1,000 career games, Judge has 320 home runs, more than anybody has ever done over 1,000 games. The previous record was held by Ryan Howard with 279. He's pretty good.
Now, I know how lucky we are to watch him every day, but when you see a graphic like that and the disparity in the numbers, it's not even close. And I watch Aaron Judge hit every day, and I try to figure out as an old catcher how I would try to attack him. But you can't get in on his hands anymore like you used to when he was a younger hitter. Loves the ball out over the plate and drives it to right center field. And this is where he makes his living. First and second, one down, runner in scoring position.
And the pitch. And a strike to Judge. Judge walked in the first inning and stole a base. His second stolen base of the year. Swings through. Good fastball. 0-2.
96 elevated up in the zone.
2 runs in, 2 runners on, 1 man out here in the second. Doesn't chase the sinker, low and away, and the count 1-2. Cabrera's at second, Rice is at first. Swing and a miss. Judge down on strikes. Big strikeout for Keller.
Well, you got to give Keller a little bit of credit. He came right at Aaron Judge with his best fastball of the afternoon and just challenged the Yankee captain.
Here's Jazz Chisholm. Struck out looking and didn't like the call. Rightfully so. It was well below the strike zone. That was in the first inning. Now it's 0-1 here in the second. Upstairs, 1-1. Well, there is definitive rain in the forecast at 6 p.m. And with the pace of this game right now, it's going to run smack dab in the middle of the game. And they've got to get these games in. The only time the Yankees and the Pirates meet each other this year. And tomorrow and Sunday, there's rain all day. Hopefully they'll be able to get the old window, as they say, John.
Yeah, the forecast does not look good. Rain the next couple of days, and then move on to Detroit, where it's going to be chilly.
And the 1-2. Popped up. Key Brian Hayes will make the play, and that'll do it. But the Yankees get 2 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 2. We played 1.5, 2-0 Yanks.
Google Cloud AI knows that 102-mile-per-hour exit velocity with a 38-degree launch angle and the fact it's 95 degrees out means that ball's going to carry 6.6 feet further.
This guy's on fire.
Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Getting your finances in order isn't just about saving, it's about doing. So, what do you want to do? Whatever financial success looks like to you, Stretch Financial Wellness is here to support you while you put in the work. Visualize your success, attack your goals, go get it.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
If we don't score here, I might have to switch sports.
Panicking won't turn a pop-up into a home run. Just like stressing about tickets won't get us better seats.
What about the unhinged prices? They're ridiculous fees.
That's why I use Game Time. On Game Time, prices actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch, even up to 60% off. And with the Game Time guarantee, I know our tickets are legit.
Yes! I did not want to have to get into pickleball.
What time is it?
It's game time.
It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's pictures of Ronnie, Ron, and Everett. They enjoyed Aaron Judge's performance during the first homestand. Why wouldn't they, right? Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Here is Joey Bart, former second pick in the first round by the Giants. Never really reached the heights that they thought he would give them, but he's actually played pretty well for the Pirates. Been a pretty good player.
Yeah, the Giants thought he would be the second coming to Buster Posey, but you're right, it's never worked out there. He had an opportunity here last year and swung the bat a whole lot better.
Casey Mize was the first pick in that draft, and Joey Bart the second. He's 28 years old.
This winter we did a hot stove show, and I don't know if you remember, our producer Mike Medvin said you had to come up with what you were looking forward to in the upcoming season, and I told everybody I was looking forward to seeing this ballpark.
Base hit for Bart, so did it live up?
It's beautiful. Great place to watch a game, beautiful stadium, and it opened, I think, in 2001. I had never been here before, my first time.
It is so aesthetically pleasing. I mean, the bridges, the river, the 25th home opener at PNC. They had played 30 and a half seasons at Three Rivers and 61 seasons at Forbes Field. This is considered one of the jewels of Major League Baseball. They got it right. Now, they haven't gotten the team right, but they got the stadium right.
And guys, I don't know if you picked up on this 4:12 start time. Since 2022, the home opener is at 4:12. That is the area code here in Pittsburgh. So it's to bring the community together a little bit. Kind
Very
of cool.
Now, when I got up here to the booth, I looked out to right field and wondering, I mean, it's almost like San Francisco where you can hit a ball in the river out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Aaron Judge can go oppo into the river.
And that is the Allegheny. Two and one. McCutchen, 38 years old. This is 17th big league season. Last year at 37, he had 20 home runs and an OPS of 745. Has the same amount of home runs as Aaron Judge. A lot more games, 320 home runs. And there's a base hit.
Well, we talk all the time about Max Fried, how he gets soft contact on a lot of ground balls, but he's elevating some sinkers here in the second inning. McCutchen's been doing this for a long time, laying out some line drives.
There's another veteran, 37-year-old Tommy Pham, in his 12th big league season. Signed a one-year, $4 million deal with Pittsburgh in February. He said it's a younger team. Younger teams need more veterans. Had a wild year last year, went from the White Sox to the Cardinals to the Royals. Worked his way from a 121-loss team to a playoff team with the Royals.
It's been a common theme in Tommy Pham's career. All clubs at the end of the year usually look for a veteran right-handed bat. Tommy Pham seems to be available. If you're Max Fried here, you're thinking one pitch, soft contact out on the ground, try to pick up a double play.
You know, Pham is known for somewhat of a prickly personality, but Game 2 of the 2023 World Series, he's playing for the Diamondbacks. He had 4 hits. They were blowing out the Rangers in that game. Had a chance to get the first 5-for-5 game in World Series history, but he told the manager, Torey Lovullo, to pinch hit the veteran Jace Peterson so he could get a World Series at bat. Grounded to Fried. One away. Runners move up. And here's Endy Rodriguez. He's the backup to Joey Bart behind the plate, playing first base today. Yankees play the infield back with second and third and 1 out.
Good first pitch curveball for a strike from Max Fried, and we talked about his first outing at Yankee Stadium. Kind of lost the feel for that curveball as that afternoon moved on. Second and third, 1 out, 0-2 count. You're looking for a strikeout here if you're Fried and Wells behind the plate. And a lot of different ways you can go. You can elevate a fastball. You can bounce a curveball. You do not have to throw a strike. I love that pitch right there. 96 up in the zone. You change the eye level of a young hitter. And it also sets up that 12-6 curveball down if you want to go to it.
Two and 2 to Endy. Second and third. 1 man out, 2-0 Yanks. Soft ground ball, third base. The runner goes back to third. The throw to first, they get him. Joey Bart did not break for home. He went back to third base, not thinking he could score.
Yeah, it's a tough read off the bat. Of being a catcher, you don't run real well, but Cabrera comes in and makes a nice play. And you give Fried and Wells behind the plate a lot of credit getting soft contact again. Fried trying to work his way out of trouble. Just loved everything about the way these two went about calling a game there in that at bat. You got ahead 0-2, you elevated a fastball, you bounced a curve, didn't get a swing and a miss, but you got some soft contact.
Falefa jumps on the first pitch and lofts it to center field. Grisham is there, and Fried works into and out of trouble. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left. We're going to the third. 2-0 Yanks.
Getting your finances in order isn't just about saving, it's about doing. So, what do you want to do? Whatever financial success looks like to you, Stretch Financial Wellness is here to support you while you put in the work. Visualize your success, attack your goals, go get it.
I believe your home deserves to be as beautiful, as comfortable, and as protected as possible. If I could offer you one piece of advice, it would be to give Renewal by Andersen a call.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, We know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
With Game Time, we alert you to the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
Want to do anything this weekend?
Like what? That concert on Friday is now 60% off. See how excited they are about saving money?
Wait, did she say 60% off?
What time is it? It's Game Time.
Have you seen my phone?
Yeah, it's with mine.
What's going on here, buddy?
I'm becoming a kung fu master.
Huh.
We have to pass this wireless speeds, right?
Yeah, we've got Spectrum.
Well, I used it to absorb hundreds of years of kung fu knowledge in like 20 minutes.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh, it does. Hey, what's our nunchuck situation?
Out of market game live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. We have a new left fielder taking over for Pham, and left is Alexander Canario. We'll see what happened with Pham. Here's Goldschmidt to start off the third. First pitch up and in, 1-0. Now, if you are keeping score at home, they have changed the double that Cabrera had in the second to a single. And he went to second on the E8. He still gets the 2 ribbies, but it's a single and not a double. High fly ball left field. Canario tested out right away. It's kind of an odd scoring change in a home ballpark. I mean, what did you do other than saddle your player with an error? Nothing else changed. Guy still gets 2 ribbies, still earned runs.
No, Neil Cruz making that transition from shortstop out to center field. Guy who can really fly with power and a strong throwing arm.
Yeah, his defensive metrics at shortstop were not very good at all. So they want to take advantage of his arm and his athleticism and put him in center field, and Kiner-Falefa takes over at shortstop. Namesake of our very own Paul O'Neill. But with 1 fewer L.
How was Paul doing? He spent 6 days with him.
He was on the top of his game, really was. He was very happy when there was pizza. And
pizza?
Yeah. Ground ball to second. 2 away.
That's what Keller's looking for, an easy 1-2-3 inning. Try to get that pitch count under control a little bit more. That's 63 pitches already. The bullpen will be a factor for the Pirates. 4 left-handed pitchers in that bullpen for Pittsburgh.
And that got Volpe, and he's going to take first base. Fortunately for him, he got grazed, didn't get hit flush. Well, flush enough.
Yeah. I mentioned Keller, and his fastball does have a little movement in on righties, away to lefties, but not locked in with his control this afternoon. Looks like Volpe's uncomfortable.
So Rodriguez will hold him on, and that brings up Grisham, who walked and scored in the second. Up the middle, and right there is IKF. He boots the ball, and that allows Grisham to reach. They had him positioned perfectly, but he did not come up with the grounder.
Yeah, but again, Trent Grisham right on time, hitting the ball hard, right back up the middle. Good swing, solid contact. Looked like IKF was there in good shape to stay him up.
Scored a single, not an E6. How about that? Here's Dominguez, doubled his last time up.
Well, this has become a trait that the Yankee fans will be happy about their lineup. It creates a lot of traffic. First and second, 2 down. You have base runners all over the place the first 3 innings in this one.
That one, a broken bat, looper into left field. It is a base hit. Volpe rounds third. He will score. The ball is booted by Canario. Moving to third is Grisham. It's an RBI single for Dominguez. And the Yankees lead at 3-0. And the Pirates are hearing home opener boos.
Just when Keller thought he was going to have an easy third inning, a hit by pitch, a base hit, and now a broken bat flare to left field. That's going to result in a base hit. Second one for Dominguez. And an RBI as the Yankees add on. The Pirates a little sloppy defensively.
Crowd with a chant of sell the team. Third inning of the home opener.
Opening day.
You knew they were loaded for bear, John, because obviously home openers, the entire team gets introduced. And Derek Shelton, the manager of the Pirates, in his 6th year at the helm, he got booed vociferously, louder than anybody.
Welcome home.
Also, he didn't put the team together.
I don't know if you saw before the game, too. They had a plane flying around with the banner saying sell the team.
Runner goes, but a foul ball. Speaking of aircraft, they had a rendition of God Bless America and the national anthem, and they had a flyover with military helicopters, and that's about as close to the ballpark. I mean, John and I looked at each other like, is this supposed to be happening?
Right in the booth.
Yeah. So Dominguez with that single picks up the second ribby of the year, second hit of the game. Yankees lead 3-0. First and third, 2 men out. Popped up, shallow left again. Canario coming on. It's a foul ball.
Well, Canario takes over for Tommy Pham, and he gets tested right away in the 3rd inning, covering a lot of ground just out of his reach.
You're relaxing on the bench, watching the game, and all of a sudden you're in there, and there's an E7 and a long run, and you don't get to the ball. That's a base hit through the left side of the infield. Dominguez will go to third. A run scores. It's an RBI single for Cabrera, his 3rd ribby of the game. That is a 4-0 Yankee lead.
Well, Keller has to be thinking to himself, what's going on here in the third inning? A couple of quick outs and then some soft contact. First from Dominguez, now from Cabrera, just flips it into left field. Another 2-out hit, another RBI. And 8 and 9 in the lineup for the Yankees, getting it done.
Here's Ben Rice. Wonder if you noticed, John, the Yankees have been going first to third a lot, but Dominguez, just his body type does not tell you that he's fast. He is really fast.
He moves.
And he gets good reads, too.
I was just going to bring that up. Scoring on that Cabrera hit earlier in the game, had a great read. And those are good baseball instincts for a young prospect. Things you can't really teach. Good jump, trying to steal a bag with 2 outs, and then reads it into left field, and the ability to kick it into another gear.
Three and one. Ben Rice singled and walked. Third inning. This is the third time he's come to the plate.
Keller's just been walking a tightrope the whole afternoon. 3-1 count again.
Big cut, 3-2. So that's going to release Cabrera at first. 3-2 and 2 outs. And the payoff. Grounded to first, grabbed by Rodriguez, and that'll do it. But the Yankees get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left. Here's those helicopters we talked about. Right about this time, John and I started to duck.
Wyndham Rewards members earn and redeem fast. With thousands of destinations, Wyndham Rewards everyone. And we mean everyone. Every check-in, every stay, every friend's getaway, every free night on us, every stay without a fuss. Every handshake, every meeting you take. From every okay, but just one, to every bring on the sun. With every stay and every way, Wyndham Rewards everyone. Join Wyndham Rewards, the most generous hotel rewards program for everyone.
Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. I tried and tried again, lost weight, gained it back.
but Zepbound means change. Zepbound's for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds. And some lost over 58 pounds.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
At PNC, IKF leads off. And the first pitch is a ball from Fried. Yankees to give him a 4-0 lead. He certainly had offensive support in his first start, 9 home runs. 1-1.
I always love listening to starting pitchers break down their outing after the game with Meredith. Garrett Cole is like must-listen interview after his games, but I thoroughly enjoyed Max Fried after his first Yankee start, the way he broke it down with the media. Wasn't able to get through 5 innings and said, I didn't deserve the opportunity to go 5. I didn't pitch well enough to do it. 94 pitches, elevated my pitch count, and he had no problem being taken out of that game. I think his post-game interviews with Meredith and the media are going to be must listen.
2-2. Meredith, I don't know if you can get a better promo than that. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I had a Pam to say that, Michael. I don't know if you know that. No. Thank you. You know, I think to your point, in that one, he was so irritated by the play he didn't make at first base. It was kind of beating him up a little bit, and he just kind of kept reiterating that. Also, the 2 walks he was not pleased with. But also the defense behind him at times was not quite there. Clearly the run support helped, though, and he said, if I get this run support every time, we're going to have a good year.
Yeah.
But, Michael, we talked about it the next day. The thing that he wants everybody to know is he doesn't care about the win. Sure, he'd like to get the win. He's happy the team got the win. He's not worried about those personal accomplishments or accolades. He's just looking forward to a good season as a Yankee.
Fly ball, right center. Grisham drifts over. Let's take a look at his arsenal from his last start on StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
Yeah, the 94 pitches, 36 four-seamers, sinker, changeup, sweeper, curveball, slider, cutter. It's a lot to handle.
As a catcher, would it be tough to call a game because the guy has so many pitches?
It would. I mean, you'd have to get out to the bullpen, warm him up, see what he has going that day, and then try to get on the same page during the game between the lines, which sometimes isn't the easiest thing to do. Yeah, that registered as a 4-seam fastball, but it looks to me like it has a little bit of cut in on the hands of the right-handed hitters. These two guys work together in spring training, but still trying to get familiar with each other and what he wants to do when he gets himself into some trouble.
(3-0) on Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ke'Bryan in the middle of an 8-year, $70 million contract that he signed. 4th season of that contract. It was the largest extension in team history until Brian Reynolds signed an 8-year, $106.75 million contract. And that was last year.
Hayes, the son of Charlie Hayes, an outstanding defender, but waiting for that bat to catch up. Trying to stay healthy for a full year and have a productive season.
That one is cracked to left field. Going back, Dominguez, and he makes the play. A lot of room out there in left center field here at PNC.
Good job by Max Fried getting back into the count, getting some contact with a 4-run lead. Last thing you want to do is start issuing some walks. Force contact, take your chances.
Here's Reynolds. You know, I was looking up Reynolds' pertinent statistics, and obviously they made a pretty big investment in him. He was always looked for in trade talks with the Pirates, and they held on to him. And he has really turned into a bad defensive left fielder. I mean, all of the metrics are just dreadful. Hits one deep to left field. Dominguez back, still back, gone. A home run for Reynolds. But he can hit.
He can hit. Well, they say the solo shots will not beat you. You have a 4-run lead, a get-me-over curveball, and Reynolds was all over it.
Here is O'Neill Cruz. One and 0. And he goes around, tried to check his swing, 1-1.
Take a look from the side.
One and 2. O'Neill started at shortstop last year, made 24 errors, and then they transitioned him to center field. He has a great arm. Average throws are 99 miles an hour. Great speed. 26 years old. 6 for 6 already this season in stolen bases. Three and 2. Be interesting if he gets on, because Fried has a great move and O'Neill wants to run.
You see the rankings last year: bat speed, exit velo, arm strength.
Well, he walks him. So now an interesting cat and mouse game, as Goldschmidt will hold them on.
Well, the Pirates definitely play that speed game. 19 stolen bases this year already. That leads the major leagues. It'll be a challenge for Fried and Wells behind the plate, with the Cruz at first.
Meeting at the mound, the whole infield out there. And the players handled it themselves. Matt Blake did not come out. Just gave Fried a little bit of a breather after the home run by Reynolds and the walk to Cruz. And the runner goes. The throw to second. He's 7 for 7 in stolen bases. Took off on the first pitch.
Yeah, gets a decent jump, just outruns the baseball. Wells, an accurate throw. Just too much speed there for O'Neill Cruz. 7 for 7 the early season. You can't forget about him at second base either.
Leads the majors in stolen bases with those 7. Now in scoring position for Bart, who singled in the second. Big cut. Right through the fastball, 96 miles an hour.
It's a fine line right here for Max Fried. You have a 3-run lead, runner at second, but you have Joey Bart, who has some power. Really want to concentrate on the hitter here. Pay attention to Cruz at second, but don't overdo it.
.51 pitches for Fried. 2 outs into the third. Throw to second. Gets back in time. Saw daylight and fired to Chisholm, but Cruz got back.
Yep, took an opportunity. But again, the focus really needs to be on Joey Bart here. 1-2 count, try to put him away.
It's like the old days when there wasn't a pitch clock.
Wow.
Grounded foul. Bart, the cleanup hitter. Swing and a miss. Fried gets him, and that'll do it. But the home run by Reynolds, well, it gets the Pirates on the board. Aaron Judge coming up in the next inning. Don't go anywhere.
We all love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work. Because the big moment is just one moment forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss in Major League Baseball. You're up. Go Yard.
At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under, or hitting that win with your crew. Oh, yeah, the defense. All the way up here with a same-game parlay. Yeah! BetMGM's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sportsbook born in Vegas. Oh, this easy. Really?
Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer and bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. But Zepbound means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
it's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds.
And some lost over 58 pounds.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and...
Pirates play the second game of the series here in Pittsburgh. Coverage will begin at 3 with Audi batting practice and then the pregame. Then first pitch will be just after 4 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Yankees lead 4-1. Aaron Judge, Jazz Chisholm, and Paul Goldschmidt will come up against Mitch Keller here in the 4th inning. Judge has walked, stole a base, and struck out. Yankees have 6 hits. Pirates have 3 hits, but 2 errors. The Yankees have also left 6 runners on base over the first 3 innings. They really had an opportunity to blow this one out. But it's 4-1 as we go to the 4th. Some equipment problem for Bart, who ended the inning at the plate, so had to hurry to get the shin guards on. Now we're good. Big cut on the slider, 0-1.
I think back to Aaron Judge's last at bat. Keller came right at him with some good fastballs. Aaron Judge looking for that first pitch. He got a slider.
So Judge has 5 home runs. Chisholm has 4. Volpe has 4. It's the first trio of teammates in Major League history with 4 or more home runs through the team's first 6 games. First time in history. They sit atop the leaderboard in the American League, the 3 of them. And Judge is down looking.
You can see not much of an argument there from Aaron Judge, and you look at where this pitch is located. Bart does a good job bringing it back to the strike zone, gets a call.
Ground ball second base to the glove side, Triolo. 2 down. Hexclad cooking up something special. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. Active Major League players, home runs against the Pirates. There's Suarez, who the Yankees just saw with 26, and Goldschmidt with 23. Lined and a base hit for Goldschmidt. That breaks an 0 for 10 slide for Paul. A 2-out single here in the 4th.
Well, it's been a common theme early on this year and in today's game. Yankees just do not go down quietly. 2-out hitting, broken bat, line drive into left field.
Goldschmidt has speed. Leads off first. Wells at the plate. And a strike. Wells 0 for 2. Fly ball to left. Ground ball to second. Keller already at 86 pitches. 2 outs into the 4th. And that clipped Wells on the way by. Second hit batter. Volpe and now Wells. And they want to look at that one, the Pirates do.
You can see Austin reacts pretty much immediately like it clipped his hand.
Pittsburgh is challenging the call of hit by pitch.
Challenge replay is brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. Well, there's not enough there to overturn anything. And also, I mean, Wells might be the greatest actor of all time. He keeps looking at his hand.
You can't act that quickly either. It definitely got that hand, the right hand.
You can hear the two sounds.
Stands, it was a hit by pitch. Runner will take first base. Pittsburgh is out of challenges.
I mean, you really wonder why you would make that challenge in the 4th inning. You've just lost your challenge, and there was nothing that you saw in that replay that would tell you that he didn't get hit. It's a bad challenge.
Bad challenge. You look at the video, evidence is there, but I go with Austin Wells, and his reaction immediately began shaking that hand.
There's Anthony Volpe. He was hit in the 3rd inning, later came around to score. And a strike from Keller.
Michael, you mentioned this earlier. It feels like the Yankees have had opportunities just to blow this game wide open. And Keller with that pitch count getting up there close to 90. He's one big swing away from his afternoon being over.
Oh, 0-2 on Volpe.
A lot of times during a big league at bat, as you see the action in the Pittsburgh Pirate bullpen, Wentz, the left-hander. During a big league at bat, you always say you're going to get one pitch to hit, and Anthony Volpe just had a hanging slider that he fouled off. Now he's in trouble. You got to battle with 2 strikes.
Goldschmidt at second, Wells is at first, 2 men out. Yankees lead 4-1. We're in the 4th. Up the middle, off of Keller, and it goes into center field for base hit. Goldschmidt will score, stopping at second as Wells. It's an RBI single for Volpe, and the Yankees are up 5-1. 4-game hitting streak for Anthony Volpe.
They just keep applying pressure, creating traffic. Again, 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning, in the Yankees with a 2-out hit from Goldschmidt, hit by pitch of Wells, and Anthony Volpe doing a nice job hitting with 2 strikes, hard right back up the middle.
It's the 9th ribby for Volpe. There's Trent Grisham, 1-0. On Grisham. Walked in an infield single. Has 2 runs scored already. Two and 1. Yankees 5, Pirates 1. First game of this 3-game set. First game of a 6-game homestand for the Yanks. 3 in Pittsburgh, and then 3 against the Tigers in Detroit. Keller deals. Fouls out the changeup. 95 pitches for Mitch Keller. He is not having, at this point, the happiest of birthdays. He's 29 years old today. And the pitch. 3-2. Just get the word that Tommy Pham left the game today because of illness. Runners will go. 3-2, 2 outs. Pitch. And the bases are loaded with the Yankees. All of this has happened with 2 outs. And Grisham on base for the 3rd time. And here comes Derek Shelton. He has seen enough. He'll signal for the left-hander Joey Wentz. With the switch hitter Jason Dominguez due up. So Mitch Keller, a real strong first start of the season, and he has struggled right from the very beginning in this one. He'll depart. He leaves the bases loaded, and he leaves trailing by 4.
We revived Green River whiskey, and accidentally, it's Ghost.
Jen.
Yes, GR.
It's booze. No, this label's a little crooked, Jen.
It's not crooked. It's not crooked.
Getting your finances in order isn't just about saving, it's about doing. So, what do you want to do? Whatever financial success looks like to you, Stretch Financial Wellness is here to support you while you put in the work. Visualize your success, attack your goals, go get it.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
Man, these seats. I know, right? Thank you, Game Time. Easiest way to find only the best deals on the best seats. I wonder how the other guys are doing.
These seats are trash. What the heck, man? I spent hours finding a deal on these. Trash.
Oof. Finding seats for prices this good is tough. They should have used Game Time. No more endless searching. Just great options at incredible prices with their Game Time picks. What time is it? Game Time.
People ask me, fair and fair.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Untuckit. Find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide. By Mohegan Sun, something's always happening at Mohegan. And by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. Some of the greats that have played for the Pirates and the Yanks. Joey Wentz inherits a sweaty situation here. Yankees have the bases loaded with 2 men out. The 4th game for Wentz. And he'll face Jason Dominguez. Dominguez 2 for 2, batting now from the right side. You know what always gets me? We just saw those old pictures, and the first one was of Babe Ruth and Honus Wagner. And if you looked at Honus Wagner, I think he was 32 in that picture. People age differently now.
Honus wasn't doing the cold plunge. And
no, I don't think so.
The organic food.
I mean, that's 32 right there. And Babe didn't exactly look like a youngster either.
So Ralph Kiner there too. Kiner's corner back in the day.
That's right. And another Yankee gets hit. That'll force in a run. Wells will score. Dominguez picks up another RBI, and the Yankees are now up 6-1.
And you mentioned it, all of this happening with 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning. Wentz trying to come inside. This clips Jason Dominguez, that left elbow.
So here's Cabrera batting from the right side against the lefty Wentz. John, I got to tell you, I don't think this game for the Pirates is going to end up in any Tom Amansky video.
No. Baseball fundamental video? No.
Not even close.
Those Pirate fans that were frustrated even before the first pitch. Now the home opener. 6 runs in already. Cabrera looking to have a big afternoon. Already 2 for 2. 3 RBIs.
And a strike from Wentz. And a derisive cheer from the crowd. Three and one pitch away from forcing in another run. And there's a strike, a late strike call by Hanahan. Cabrera was taking a step toward first base.
Well, this is true to the scatter report that we looked at from Hanahan early on. He'll give you some pitches off the plate away. Clearly off the plate away.
Runners will go. 3-2, 2 outs. There's ball 4. 4 ribbies for Oswaldo Cabrera. And the Yankees lead 7-1. Well, this will be the 9th Yankee to come to the plate. Again, a chant of sell the team. Grisham at third, Dominguez at second, Cabrera at first. It's quite a rally, John. A single to left, hit by pitch, a single that hit the pitcher and an RBI, walk, hit by pitch, walk. All with 2 outs. Driven to right field, McCutchen back, and he makes the play on the run. Probably took 3 RBIs away from Ben Rice with that play. Yankees get 3 runs, they lead 3. 7-1.
Google Cloud AI knows a 98-mile-per-hour heater with a 13-inch drop means a 24.7% chance the home team gets a strikeout. And hot dog sales are up 4%, which means they're racking up the Ks. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Hal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
This is an ad for your money. I know what you're thinking. Every ad is an ad for your money. Like that ad. But this ad isn't like that ad. That ad wants to turn your money into their money. This ad hopes to grow your money into more of your money. This ad is for the financial wellness app Acorns. They make it so easy to save and invest. Your money hates that ad. Your money loves this ad. Acorns, grow your oak.
Who's Alex? Hey, pal. You know who's,
See you, Dad. Happy birthday, Alex.
That's so sweet. You remembered.
It's all about connecting with seamless connectivity from Spectrum. Prices start at $20 per month when bundled. Go to spectrum.com to learn more.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took.
Tri-State Cadillac scoreboard. Yankees up 7-1, bottom of the 4th inning here in Pittsburgh. Home opener for the Pirates. First game of a 3-game set. Here's Andrew McCutchen, the veteran. Just made a nice running play to rob Ben Rice of an extra base hit. And Max Fried deals a little bit outside and high. 1-0. Once again, Max Fried getting a lot of offensive support, and he has not been Max Fried sharp in the first 2 games. Done just enough to obviously be somewhat effective, but certainly not as sharp as he could be.
Yeah, both games very similar in the fact that he spent a lot of time in the dugout waiting to get back out on the mound.
Line to left field, that is off the glove of Dominguez for a base hit. So McCutchen 2 for 2.
A couple of hard hit line drives to left field. Aaron Boone and the rest of the coaching staff going to be evaluating Jason Dominguez out in left field. Can't come up with it clean, keeps it in front.
Here's Alexander Canario.
Again, I think back to that Post-game interview from Max Fried after his first appearance as a Yankee. Said, I couldn't really get in a rhythm. You kind of get the same feeling today in Pittsburgh. Yankees putting up 7. A lot of long offensive innings, a lot of time in the dugout.
Now, a lot of the ballparks have mounds behind the dugout. How long would an inning have to go before a pitcher would go say, I better throw some?
Yeah, I would say it's probably pretty unusual because you don't know how the rest of it's going to play out with pitch count and all of that. But, I mean, you could get on a bike. You could maybe toss a few. There we go.
Canario down on strikes.
There's that curveball that we've been waiting for. Big swing and miss pitch from Max Fried. Great diving action down and in on the righty.
Want to know on Endy. It was a good change. Big cut, 1-2. Rodriguez grounded to third. That was in the second. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 7-1 Yankees. And the Yankees have put a 7 spot on the board without a home run today. McCutchen dives back. Strike 3. Rodriguez down looking. Hey, son, to Name That Yankee brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. All right, so all the years of the Yankees, 57 to 65, 266, 1,109 hits, 373 ribbies, 4 All-Stars. The connection to this game is he played in the World Series Yankees against Pittsburgh in 1960. Grounded foul.
It seems like a very different Name That Yankee. Only one team. Numbers aren't unbelievable.
Well, you've heard the rumors, right? The guys who put it together have given up.
They're just mailing it in already?
Yeah, early mail. It's really strange, yeah.
Usually they mail it in the second half of the year.
Well, Wells thought that was strike 3. Took a step toward the Yankee dugout, but it was not.
Wouldn't exactly say it was the best catch that Austin Wells has had.
That has to have an effect. I mean, he just caught it awkwardly.
There's no doubt. You know, the position has changed so much over the years. It's about presenting the ball in the strike zone and not kind of catching it cleanly anymore.
Ground ball, Cabrera gets Triolo for the final out. No runs a hit, one man left. Let's move to the fifth.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon, and everything a little brighter.
1, 2, 3, go!
We follow pizza drivers and make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
That's the perfect combo.
The average dog only lives to be 10. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our food comes in personalized portions. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
Ricola Cherry. Make every day more flavorful with one delicious drop. Ricola Cherry.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Woo! This is an ad for your money. I know what you're thinking. Every ad is an ad for your money. Like that ad. But this ad isn't like that ad. That ad wants to turn your money into their money. This ad hopes to grow your money into more of your money. This ad is for the financial...
Well, we take a look back earlier in the game. Aaron Judge makes that awkward catch in front of the wall in right field. And then Andrew McCutchen, 38-year-old outfielder, an outstanding defensive play to rob Ben Rice.
And there's a strike to Aaron Judge. No contact day for him, 0 for 2 with a walk. The 2 are strikeouts. Judge, Chisholm, Goldschmidt against Joey Wentz, who came in to get Keller out of a jam, but added some fire himself. A hit by pitch and a walk, allowing 2 more runs. Checks the swing and the count 1-2. Ground ball to third. Key Brian Hayes. So I want to know the legitimacy of this, John. So the Yankees played a night game yesterday. They arrived here very late, probably got to bed, maybe fell asleep by 3 or 4. So how much does it affect a player the next day?
This early in the year, probably not that much. You know, I think Aaron Boone said, yeah, everybody probably would have wanted another hour or 2 of sleep. And you hear Aaron talk about this all the time. Players want to get into the grind of a season. And what that means is 6 night games a week and maybe 1 day game, and you get on that kind of daily routine. This throws you off with a night game last night, a 4 o'clock start. Just a lot different timing with some of these opening days. Put it this way, I think they're going to sleep well tonight after an early game, a nice dinner, good night's sleep, be ready to go tomorrow afternoon again.
Fly ball center field. Cruz makes the play, 2 down.
Always found at the beginning of the year, though, you just wanted to get past the opening day at home. Usually you're going to do an opener maybe on somebody's road game, which is happening today in Pittsburgh, and you just kind of want to get past all of that and get into the flow of a season.
Here's Goldschmidt. Started the Yankees rally in the fourth with 2 outs, single to left. And a strike. And another base hit for the veteran. So he's 2 for 4. Another 2-out single.
Again, the Yankees are going to make you earn it. 27 outs. You're going to have to get all of them. They're not going to give away any at bats. Paul Goldschmidt gets ready to hit so early. Gets that front foot down, the hands back, and all he has to do is recognize the baseball and lay out a line drive.
Here's Wells. Was hit by a pitch in the fourth inning, and the Pirates challenged that call, and they did not win the challenge, so they don't have any challenges left.
Well, Austin Wells just fouled one off of Joey Bart, catcher for the Pirates, and Austin's been beat up behind the plate early on this year. A lot of foul tips. Hit by a pitch in the fourth.
Big cut, 0-2. We're in the fifth inning. It's 7-1. Yankees have 9 hits, Pirates 4. And the Pirates have committed 2 errors. It is coming up on 6 o'clock, which was the predicted time for the start of rain, and it is still not an official game. Two and two. Crowd very quiet. Check the swing. Ground ball, foul, grabbed there by Rodriguez. Runner goes. Foul ball. Wells 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored today. Strike 3. Wells down looking. He thought that was ball 4. And he is looking at Hanahan in disbelief. The Yankees have not loved Hanahan one bit today. Yanks, John Boy Media Podcast with the top talking points from this week in Yankees universe. Watch it tonight after the postgame on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Max Fried will face 9-1-2 in the Pirates order. So one thing that IKF did during the offseason, he did track and field drills, saying he wanted to get explosiveness back in his running. And so far it's worked. He's 4 for 4 in stolen bases. That's more than he had in 83 games with the Blue Jays last year. He's still just 30 years old, 8th big league season. Tap, and under the glove of Fried, here comes Chisholm, and under the hand of Chisholm, it'll be a base hit for Kiner-Falefa.
Well, you're going to see a lot of this year when Max Fried is out on the mound. He gets soft contact. There's going to be a lot of infield base hits. Tough play for Chisholm coming in. Can't come up with a clean.
And here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. And a strike to the Pirates' third baseman.
You know, Michael, whenever I see IKF, Kiner-Falefa, I always think back to his Yankee time when he struggled at shortstop, was not a fan favorite, then came back the next year and said, I just want to find any way I can make this team, anything I can do to help, and totally changed how he will be remembered as a Yankee. Yankee fans loved him after he made that transition.
Total class act.
Yep.
The way he handled everything. And Ke'Bryan Hayes gets hit. Or did he?
Yeah, I didn't see anything there.
Smart play by Wells, firing to first as IKF was taken off for the second. They have 2 Pirates standing on first base.
Got the back foot.
Well, they're bringing him back, and the Pirates ill-advisedly use their challenge. They don't have one. So 2-1. Hayes is brilliant at third base. He won a Gold Glove in 2023. Closer look to see if he did get hit. Oh, he did.
Got him. Definitely got him.
Fly ball. Grisham makes the play. Tagging is IKF. He goes halfway. You got to be careful when you're down by 6. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds.
His last at bat got a get me over curveball and he's all over it. Depositing it in the seats in left field. If you're Max Fried out on the mound now coming up on 80 pitches, you know you're 2 outs away to put yourself in line for your first Yankee win.
Now Reynolds has been battling right tricep soreness. Kind of relegated him to DH today for the 4th straight game. 5 out of the 8 games as a DH. But we also mentioned his struggles in the outfield. Last year in the outfield, he had a -13 outs above average. That's the last spot of any outfielder in Major League Baseball. And this is a big outfield in left field. They got him. Little rundown. The tag is made by Freed, who has a brilliant pickoff move.
That's not going to make the fans here in Pittsburgh any happier with the way the afternoon is going when you're down by 6 and you get picked off. You mentioned a good move, hanging his right leg, then delivering the ball to first. Frustrated fan base.
It's been a tough go here in Pittsburgh. We mentioned earlier 28 losing seasons in the last 32 years. And although it's a smaller market, John, it's been proven you can win in these sorts of markets. Tampa Bay is a contender every single year, and that's a much smaller market. Cleveland. Last 5 years have not been pretty under Derek Shelton. Last year, last place in the Central. Swing and a miss. Reynolds down on strikes. An official game, no runs a hit, nobody left. We go to the 6th.
Come on, you should go to T-Mobile and they'll give you a brand new iPhone 16 on them.
Go to T-Mobile and get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us on our most popular plans. Plus, get up to $800 when you switch.
You wouldn't settle for Bateman when there's Batman?
Don't touch that.
Well, now I want to touch it more.
Yup, shouldn't have touched it. Little help.
Don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
1, 2, 3, go!
We follow pizza drivers, make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
That's the perfect combo.
At Mother's, we appreciate the simple things, the life less complicated. That's the inspiration behind Mother's new California Gold ceramic line of products. The easiest way to clean, correct, and protect your way to a whole new level of deep, ceramic, glass-like clarity, superior hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
Some people see $1. Others see potential. That's because every dollar you invest today, buddy, with a little bit of patience, could be worth $36 in the future. Imagine the potential of all your dollars.
Thank you, Bob. We go around the majors. Freddie Freeman placed on the 10-day IL, a right ankle injury. He slipped in the shower. The Reds have lost 3 straight 1-0 games. First major league team since 1960 to do that. And Gunnar Henderson activated off the 10-day IL, right intercostal sprain. Slipping in the shower. I mean, I can imagine, he has to go to Dave Roberts and tell him that. You hear some strange injuries out there. Remember the guy who got injured because he was ironing his shirt while he was wearing it?
How about, what was it, Sammy Sosa that hurt himself sneezing and like blew out a rib or something?
I think it might be. There have been people that were injured walking in their sleep, walking into a wall in a hotel. Have you ever slipped in the shower, John?
No, but I've walked into the wall of a hotel, but I wasn't sleeping when it happened.
Well, we've got time if you want to tell the whole story.
No, it's okay. We'll just leave that one there. created quite a stir with this torpedo bat thing, though, didn't you?
But it also created quite a nickname that Meredith got the cosign on Volpe from, right?
So people on the internet were talking about it, shockingly. Heard the nickname Volpedo. So I asked him about it. Flash, you heard at the beginning of the game. So what do you think? He said, it's good. I'm in. I didn't think he was going to be into it.
Oh yeah, he was into it. Then he gave a little plug for the bat company, and now he gets a base hit.
Now, the one thing that whole conversation got me thinking was it's amazing now that in the modern age of this game, you can determine if a hitter gets jammed more or hits the baseball off the end of the bat a little bit more, as we see Volpe hitting it right on the barrel going the other way. And I never really thought, like, as a player, did I get jammed more or hit the ball off the end of the bat? I would have no idea.
Well, the specific part of this is that it's not like you could go to a sporting goods store and say, give me a torpedo bat. If you're going to do it the right way, which the Yankees are doing it, their analytics team analyze every ball that's hit by every player and where that ball is placed on the bat, and that's where they move that more bloated part of the wood.
Yeah, it's amazing, because when I came up, you pretty much had a couple of choices of style of bat. A C271, which I used, was more balanced. A P72, which Derek Jeter used, was a little more top heavy. But just the amount of information now is amazing.
And guys, Greg Joyce, who writes for the New York Post, had an article out about a day after all that stuff came out, and he said his bat company got about 80 to 100 calls from big leaguers in the first 48 hours after that was mentioned, wanting to know more about these bats. But to your point, Michael, you can't just order anyone and have it fit you the right way. Or benefit you the right way, I should say.
Runner was going, fouled away. Bottom of the order's done the job today. 7 through 9, 5 for 5, a double, 6 ribbies, 3 walks. You know, we could get the brilliant guys and gals in the Yankee analytic crew to work out analytics of what walls would give you the most trouble in hotels.
It's more of a time of day thing than angles of walls.
Runner goes, and the pickoff, the throw to second. Got him as Anthony kind of rolls into Triolo. No, that was IKF who took the throw.
Well, the good pickoff move and a nice play by Rodriguez, creating a throwing lane to get the baseball to IKF as Anthony Volpe goes rolling in.
Two and two on Grisham. And that knocked the mask off of Bart.
He's gotten clipped a couple of times this afternoon.
Couldn't hold up. He goes around.
elevation on the fastball, couldn't hold up.
Is it me, John, or do you get the sense that the pitch clock's not working today?
Today it's on a delay.
Wow, and they must be starting it late.
Dominguez 2 for 2, a double, a single. These are the at-bats the Yankees want to see him get a little bit better from the right side. Not a whole lot of experience hitting right-handed.
1-1. Dominguez 2 for 2. Couple of ribbies, hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, and a run scored. One and two. And again,
yeah, Joey Bart saying, I've had enough.
You don't miss that.
Not at all.
It really does take a special kind of tough. The amount of physical abuse that a catcher takes. Did he go? Yes, he did. Dominguez down on strikes. No runs a hit and nobody left. Well, this drone's going to help you out. They're going to go right into this hotel. They're going to tell you where the walls are, and all accidents will be avoided.
You typically avoid taking risks, Virgo, but a fresh baseball season might be the time to spice things up. You're feeling emboldened to try your hand and a new hitting adjustment that could change up your results. The worst thing that could happen with a bold swing is a miss, so it's worth taking your chances.
Google Cloud AI knows that 102 mile per hour exit velocity with a 38-degree launch angle and the fact it's 95 degrees out means that ball's going to carry 6.6 feet further. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Getting your finances in order isn't just about saving, it's about doing. So, what do you want to do? Whatever financial success looks like to you, Stretch Financial Wellness is here to support you while you put in the work. Visualize your success, attack your goals, go get it.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with, we know because at Delta we're travelers, just like you, which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
With Game Time, we alert you to the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
Want to do anything this weekend?
Like what? That concert on Friday is now 60% off. See how excited they are about saving money?
Wait, did she say 60%?
Bottom of the sixth inning, Montefiore Einstein. Yankees lead 7-1. O'Neill Cruz leads off against Max Fried. Takes the first pitch strike. Cruz 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. Curveball that just misses inside. Yankees in the middle of a stretch of 9 straight games and 22 out of 23. And that's a little unusual for the first month of the season. There's a lot of built-in off days, but not the case. Two and two.
Watching Max Fried this afternoon attacking the left-handed hitters. He has a lot of back and forth with that two-seamer in on the hands of a lefty that moves a guy like Cruz off the plate. Then he comes back away with a sweeper.
And he gets him on the curve.
Then he has the curveball to finish him off. So if you're a left-handed hitter, you can't just look out over the plate because he throws a two-seamer in. Then he can finish it with a curveball.
Here's Joey Bart, 1 for 2. And a strike. Between innings, the dreaded sight of the head groundskeeper talking with the umpires and showing them an iPad. I don't think they're playing Roblox. They're probably looking at the incoming rain. Ten and 12-year-old.
I was going to say roadblocks.
Roblox.
Roblox.
ROBLOX. Big.
Big in the K household.
Big in every kid's household. 2-2. So your kids are older. You have no idea, right?
I have no idea. It's a different set of problems when they get older.
Oh,
different set of games.
I can imagine. Strike 3. Bart down looking. Hey, the 6th Yankee strikeout is brought to you by Audi and the 2025 Audi Q6. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer today.
Well, the first outing for Fried, the curveball was a struggle, but he's starting to pick up the pace now with that 12-6 hammer.
There's McCutchen, who was singled twice against Fried. 17th season in the big and 12th in Pittsburgh for McCutchen. Former MVP. And he says he's going to keep playing until he embarrasses himself. He said, I don't think I am. He said, I'm going to keep rolling out there.
Well, he's not embarrassing himself this afternoon. 2 line drives, a great play in right field to rob Ben Rice.
Obviously very, very popular here in Pittsburgh from the great years that he had. And you see the resume. He won the MVP in 2013. Top 5 in MVP voting 4 straight seasons. And a 5-time All-Star. Two and 2. And the pitch. Dribbled slowly to third. Cabrera tried to barehand, but couldn't come up with it. A base hit for McCutchen. He's 3 for 3.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Cabrera went for the bare hand as quickly as he did. I thought he might come in and try to glove it and get rid of it quickly. Couldn't come up with a clean. And even at 38 years old, McCutchen can still get down the line, put a little pressure on you.
And that's going to do it for Fried. Boone will take the baseball. 5 2/3. He's eligible to get his first Yankee win.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Hal Rickman Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
We revived Green River whiskey, and accidentally, it's Ghost.
Jen.
Yes, GR.
It's booze. Oh, this label's a little crooked, Jen.
It's not crooked. It's not crooked.
You know this is a fastball. Google Cloud AI knows that when the home pitcher throws a 98-mile-per-hour heater with a 13-inch drop, there's a 24.7% chance the hitter swings and misses. Oh, and hot dog sales are up 4% today. Which is what happens when the home team starts racking up Ks.
Got him with a fastball.
Now that had some mustard on it. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Have you seen my phone?
Yeah, it's with mine.
What's going on here, buddy?
I'm becoming a Kung Fu master.
Huh.
We have to pass this wireless speeds, right?
Yeah, we've got Spectrum.
Well, I used it to absorb hundreds of years of Kung Fu knowledge in like 20 minutes.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh, it does. Hey, what's our nunchuck situation? Don't worry, I'll go find some.
Master anything with the fastest wireless speeds from Spectrum.
For 2025, come out to Yankee Stadium on Friday, April 25th when the Yankees take on the Blue Jays. First 18,000 guests in attendance. Receive a Yankees hockey jersey courtesy of DKNY. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Fernando Cruz, he was brilliant his last time out. 6 up, 6 down, 4 strikeouts. And he will face Canario with 2 outs and a runner on. 1-0. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 98 pitches for Fried. One and one. Yankees up by 6, bottom of the 6th.
Oh, there's that splitter for Cruz, the big swing and miss pitch.
Two and two.
The beginning of the year is always a feeling out process for guys coming out of the bullpen. Somebody like Cruz has to prove he can pound the strike zone, become a reliable mid to late inning guy.
Swing and a miss. Gets him on that splitter. So Yankee pitchers strike out 3 in the 6th. Move to the Gotham Sports app, your new home for streaming live Yankees, Nets, and more, free with an eligible TV provider subscription. Download the Gotham Sports app now and sign in with your existing Yes app username and password, or visit GothamSports.com to get streaming. Tim Meza takes over. Former Yankee, 3rd game this year for him. And Cabrera swings and misses.
He said they were going to have one of those days. Joey Bart getting beat up. But he's like, you know what? Let's just keep going. Mesa last pitched on Monday, an inning and 2/3 against the Rays.
Yankees have 10 hits, Pittsburgh with 6. Yankees lead 7-1. It was a base hit to right field. Cutting over is McCutchen, cuts it off in the gap, and Cabrera will stop at first with a single. That's his 3rd hit of the day.
Well, switch hitting right-handed against the lefty. Just stays inside, drives it the other way. Having a day hitting in that number 9 spot in the lineup.
Here's Ben Rice, 1 for 3 with a walk. And a strike.
Well, one of the things we've seen from Ben Rice in his young major league career, hitting left-handed pitching does not seem to faze him at all. He hangs in there, drives the ball the other way.
Mesa, 15 games with the Yankees last year, posted a 4.0 ERA. They got him in July after he was released by the Blue Jays, and he made an appearance in each postseason round for the Yankees as well. Signed a 1-year, $1.15 million deal with the Pirates. That was in February. And he's part of Yankee lore. He served up Aaron Judge's 61st home run on September 28th of 2022. Ground ball left side. Hayes fires to first, not in time. Hayes took it himself, did not flip to Triolo. Thought he had a better chance to do it that way, but Rice can run.
Yeah, interesting choice here. Just continued on to second base, thinking he can make the pivot and complete the double play. Rice gets down the line too well. Again, hanging in there against the lefty, trying to drive it the other way.
There's Aaron Judge. High fly ball, right center field. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Judge. Number 6 on the year. And it's 9-1 Yankees.
Well, Aaron Boone was talking to the media before the game, and he said he had his lineup configured this way because he might get a matchup out of the bullpen that would be in their favor. Tim Mesa, the lefty, against Aaron Judge, the power hitting righty, is a matchup in the Yankees' favor any day or night.
6 home runs, 17 runs batted in 7 games. And a strike to Chisholm. Team's 23rd home run. Judge has 6 of them. The Pirates as a team have 5.
You just look at that matchup for Tim Mesa. Throws 93, 94. Aaron Judge doesn't have to worry about velocity. He can just look out over the plate. With all that power to right center field, good matchup for him. Again, another look at the swing. You don't have to worry about velocity in on your hands. Look for the ball out over the plate and get it up in the air.
So the man who served up his 61st home run serves up number 6 here in Pittsburgh. Judge's 321st career home run. Strike 3. Chisholm down looking. Jazz 0 for 5. So round number for games, his 1,000th game today, and 321, more than anybody's hit in 1,000 games. Goldschmidt takes a strike from Meza. Goldschmidt's 2 for 4, a couple of singles. Way outside. Hey, fans, go to @Yes Network on X and vote for the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. Is it number 1, Aaron Judge, number 2, Jazz Chisholm Jr., or number 3, Anthony Volpe? Meza fields, sets, and gets Goldschmidt for the final out. But a team that is just bashing the baseball at a record pace, they add another. Aaron Judge, home run number 6 into the Pittsburgh sky. Yankees lead 9-1. The only run for the Pirates with a home run. Cruz in there after getting the final out of the 6th, and then he will face the bottom third of the order for Pittsburgh. So, John, he's a 2-time MVP. He's one of the faces of baseball. But let me throw this at you. Is it possible that he's underrated? I mean, we take it for granted?
Well, I think we maybe take it for granted.
That one's going to be up against the wall. Judge fields as Rodriguez gets a leadoff double.
Because we see it every day, right? I mean, it's just right when he makes contact, the ball goes up in the air. You're like, oh, it's another home run. And not that we don't appreciate appreciate what he's doing, but when you see it day in and day out, you do take it for granted.
And guys, we've seen him go on unbelievable tears over the years, and it's during those times when he steps into the batter's box, Flash, to your point, that you almost expect it, that he's going to walk up to the batter's box and hit a home run. And Aaron Boone was talking about it the other day, that sometimes he just sits in that dugout as he's watching and pinches himself to remind himself that this is not normal. This may be Aaron Judge normal, but it is very hard to barrel up a baseball consistently. And 2 games ago, he said the craziest thing is he doesn't feel like Aaron Judge is quite locked in yet offensively, and this is what we're seeing. And he said, well, where do you think he can go? And he's like, I don't know, but I know sometimes he goes up there, it's a single, gets an extra base hit, and Judge will eventually come back to the dugout, and Aaron Boone will kind of joke with him and say, that's all you had there? I thought you had more there.
And now yesterday, it kind of became a thing, starting with Jazz. They want to be like Judge when they grow up.
Yeah, I asked him about the performance he's seen from Judge so far this year. He said, I just want to be like him when I grow up. And I said, well, he stole a bag today. And he said, yeah, now he's doing that too. So he's trying to keep up with them. Not too far behind this year, but obviously tough task to try to keep up with that man.
And John, I think he could steal more bases, but it doesn't make sense to get himself hurt doing it.
No, I don't think so. You know, the only thing I can relate this to is I've sat behind home plate when Barry Bonds was standing next to home plate. And the feeling that I had behind the plate a lot of the times with a young pitching staff, let's say at Tampa Bay, they didn't have enough to get him out. And you knew it. And everybody else knew it. So you tend to pitch around a guy like Barry Bonds. He would take his walks. But Aaron Judge, he still gets pitches to hit. He doesn't miss them.
Swing and a miss. That splitter really is almost unhittable. Well, maybe Judge can hit it.
Another look at the split. Wells gets a target middle of the plate and just dives out of the strike zone.
Talking to Boone after the 6 up, 6 down performance by Cruz the other day with 4 strikeouts. I went back to look at the pitches, and he said they weren't even close. The swings weren't even close. The people were missing by 3 feet. He said the drop is so drastic.
Well, it's great arm speed where he's selling it where it looks like a fastball and then completely disappears.
That one is looped into center field. It's going to be a base hit. Rodriguez will stop at third. So IKF with a bloop single, his second hit of the day.
Well, we know IKF, a hitter that just puts the ball in play, lets it travel deep into the strike zone, and just fights it off.
Comes Matt Blake to talk with Cruz. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Brent Hedrick warming to the Yanks. He has caught Aaron Boone's eye. Been impressive. Now, in case you missed it, Devin Williams has rejoined the team after being gone for 3 days with paternity leave. And the Yankees designated Adam Ottavino for assignment after just signing him. He pitched in 2 games for the Yanks. That one is ripped to left field and deep. That ball is gone into the first row. A 3-run shot for Hayes. And the Pirates trying to get back in it.
Well, we talked about Hayes being an outstanding defensive third baseman. They're waiting for the bat to catch up. He's had some good swings today, a bunch of fly balls to left field, but gets a hanging slider and hits it in the perfect part of this ballpark, right down the line. 3-run shot, gets the Pirates right back in it.
That's kind of the only forgiving part of left field. It's a deep left field, but it does cut into the foul pole. And he found that first row. So his first home run of the year, his first ribbies. And that's going to do it for Fernando Cruz. So with Reynolds coming up, it's going to be Brent Hedrick. Yankees lead this one 9-4. Yankee, here are the clues. He played for the Yankees from 57 to 65. Another clue for you, John, became one of the best baseball analysts ever.
Oh.
Tony Kubek. Did Yankee games on MSG, did national games on NBC. He was great.
Bad hop, right?
Yeah, the one that got him in the throat. The 1960 World Series, Casey out to check him out. Bobby Richardson there as well. Both Bobby and Tony retired much earlier than you would expect for really solid, more than solid players. That's one of the great booths ever. Bob Costas and Tony Kubek for NBC, and that was produced by our esteemed John J. Filippelli. Brent Hedrick takes over.
Now, you said they both retired early. Why? What was the reasoning for that?
I think they were just done, and the Yankees got bad in a hurry. In '65, they were awful after all those years of winning, dating back to the 1920s, and it was just time to move on. I mean, that drop, John, was just unforeseen. They were in the World Series, took the Cardinals to 7 games in 1964, and then, I mean, it was just unusual to see Mickey Mantle and those guys playing on just an awful team. That was the beginning of a long stretch of bad baseball. So they went from 1964 to 1976 before they got back to the World Series. Take a look at the optimum don't take slow for an answer replay.
O'Neal Cruz, stolen base number 7, has not been thrown out yet this year. Power and speed, a big part of his game.
Nine for Yanks. Cruz 0 for 2 with a walk and that stolen base. 1-2. Two and two. Check swing, fouled right over the Pirate dugout. Crowd of 36,893. Many of them have left. This was not a happy opening day crowd. They were loaded for bear. Did not come into this feeling too good about their team. Right back to Hedrick. And that's going to do it. But the Pirates get 3 runs, 3 hits, a big blow. Hayes' 3-run home run.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Never play with poison ivy.
Someone's a flirt.
Bateman, please.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
So let's call a timeout against hate together.
Timeout.
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 Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. But Zepbound means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
it's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds.
And some lost over 58 pounds. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Pittsburgh 4:05 tomorrow, 1:35 on Sunday, then on to Detroit. Get the coats out. It's supposed to be freezing. 3 night games in Detroit against the Tigers. Monday and Tuesday on Yes. Wednesday is on Prime. Hyundai scoreboard, 9-4 Yankees lead. They have 12 hits. Pirates have 9. Austin Wells leads off the 8th inning against Tim Mesa. And a strike. On this date back in 1974, Hank Aaron hit a home run in Cincinnati off of Jack Billingham. And that tied Babe Ruth at 714. And remember back then that, you know, the Braves wanted Hank Aaron to wait until they got to Atlanta. And baseball said, no, he's got to play. And then he hits the home run. But he did eventually break the record in Atlanta off of Al Downing. High fly ball. Canario puts that one away. 1 down here in the 8th. So Austin Wells 0 for 4 with a hit by pitch. Also scored a run. Here's Anthony Volpe. He has a couple of hits, also hit by a pitch. 0-1. Volpe picked up an RBI in the fourth, now has 9 ribbies on the season with 4 home runs. That one misses outside, 1-1.
Well, it's good to see Anthony get off to a good start this year after what he did in the postseason for the Yankees last year. Looked like a different hitter in the postseason, carried it right into the beginning of this year.
1-2. Feels like it's getting a little bit cooler here in Pittsburgh, as the rain is getting closer, according to all the forecasts. Fouled away. Line down the right field line, but it slices into the seats. Foul. And the race is on. You ever catch a ball as a fan?
Never.
Me neither. Three and two. Fly ball right center. On the run is Cruz, and it's going to be over his head and up against the wall. Volpe with some power there, powered it to right center, out of the reach of Cruz, who has great speed.
It just looked like Anthony Volpe kind of lunged out over the plate. It wasn't even his A swing. Just kind of getting the barrel of the bat on the ball. And you're right, good carry to right center field.
Here's Grisham. Tries to bunt. And they say he did offer. 0-1. Good start for Grisham, hitting .500 with a home run and 3 runs batted in. Great OPS. He's in the lineup today because Cody Bellinger's back was a little stiff. They say no big concern, but with the quick turnaround from last night, they wanted to give him today off. And as John mentioned earlier, they want to get Grisham more bats this year. But it was hard last year because Judge wants to play every day, Soto plays every day, and Verdugo was in there all the time too. So there weren't many opportunities with the DH spot being occupied by Giancarlo Stanton as Grisham goes down on strikes. Here's Jason Dominguez. Both of the Yankees switch hitters in the 8th and 9th spot getting opportunities to bat from the right side, which is not their strong side, and they're going to have a lot of that in this series because, as John mentioned, there are 4 lefties in the bullpen for Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh bullpen was so roughed up and stunned by having the 3 walk-off losses against Miami. John, they sent down their closer, David Bednar, who's been the closer for 4 years, and they sent him down.
Yep. Shaking things up.
Ground ball, shortstop. Kanapalefa across the diamond to retire Dominguez, and that'll do it. No runs a hit, no errors, on one man left. Yankees 9-4.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Hal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
Google Cloud AI knows that 102 mile per hour exit velocity with a 38-degree launch angle and the fact it's 95 degrees out means that ball's going to carry 6.6 feet further. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
We revived Green River whiskey, and accidentally, its ghost.
Green River, for that lingering, rich mouthfeel.
Love it, Greg. Or what about Green River? The everything you need, nothing you don't bourbon.
Why am I here?
Woo! This is an ad for your money. I know what you're thinking. Every ad is an ad for your money. Like that ad. But this ad isn't like that ad. That ad wants to turn your money into their money. This ad hopes to grow your money into more of your money. This ad is for the financial wellness app Acorns. They make it so easy to save and invest. Your money hates that ad. Your money loves this ad. Acorns, grow your oak.
Have you seen my phone?
Yeah, it's with mine.
What's going on here, buddy?
I'm becoming a kung fu master.
Huh.
We have to pass this wireless speeds, right?
Yeah, we've got Spectrum.
Well, I used it to absorb hundreds of years of kung fu knowledge in like 20 minutes.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh, it does. Hey, what's our nunchuck situation? Don't worry, I'll go find some.
Master anything with the fastest wireless speeds from Spectrum.
Are you coming home?
I'll be home.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Hyundai scoreboard. Yankees lead 9-4 here at PNC Park. First pitch is low to Joey Bart. Hedrick still in there. Came on to get the final 2 outs in the 7th. You know, injury talk and, you know, seeing the Yankee bullpen being deployed. Scott Efros again had a setback with his hamstring, so now there doesn't seem to be a timetable. Things are going okay with Ian Hamilton. He should be back by Detroit. But Efros's Yankee career has been derailed by injury after injury.
One thing after another.
But the Yankees know that sometime at the beginning of May, they're going to get back Jonathan Loaizaga, who, when healthy, is about as good as you can get as a reliever.
Michael, also an update on Jake Cousins. He's expected to start throwing from the mound within the next week to 10 days. Luis Heel is expected to start his throwing program within the next week to 10 days. And Tyler Matzik is expected to go on a rehab assignment soon. They think he could be back by the end of the month. So some arms on the way.
If you project the injured relievers and then you put them into this bullpen, it's going to be a force for the Yankees. It really will. Because you've got a, top flight closer. You've got Luke Weaver, who was a great closer for the last month and a half of the season in the postseason. You bring back Loaizaga and all the names that we just mentioned. That's a pretty formidable bullpen for the Yanks.
I'll say this too. Leiter Jr. looks like a different pitcher this year. This stuff is ticked up.
And Yoendris Gomez has pitched very well as well. Here's Weaver, closed out yesterday's game. Volpe, there's one. There's two. They double up McCutchen. 6-4-3.
That's just a really nice turn all the way around from Anthony Volpe, getting rid of it quickly and giving Jazz Chisholm a perfect throw. Chest high, and then the easy turn and the strong throw from Jazz. Nice double play.
Now they're going to ask the umpires to take a look. They don't have a challenge, but you can ask in the last 2 innings if they'd be willing to take a look, and it looked like McCutchen beat that out.
This will be a crew chief challenge, challenging the call at second and challenging the out call at first.
Now, I don't know why second is in question. What's the old bromide? Tie goes to the runner?
Yep.
But they said they're also looking at the play at second. No. They have nothing.
After review, the call at second is confirmed. He is out. First base, overturned, safe.
So even with that good turn at second base, McCutchen just barely beats it out.
That was close. Well, we mentioned earlier that the starter for the Pirates, Mitch Keller, was celebrating his 29th birthday. It's also the birthday of Brian Hoke, who covers the Yankees for MLB.com. And I bring that up not because of Brian. Why should he get a birthday wish?
Wow.
But his wife, Connie, her uncle, Steve Schwab, he collapsed overnight with a heart issue, but he's such a big fan that he's watching from his hospital bed. He's watching the game. So get better quick.
Oh, please get better quick.
That's driven out to right field and deep. Going back is Judge, reaching up and making the play. Covering a lot of ground and hauling it in, taking away an extra base hit.
Well, some veteran right fielders for both ball clubs making some nice defensive plays. McCutchen for the Pirates and Aaron Judge cruising to right center field, had a perfect jump, a perfect route.
And an eye roll by Hedrick.
Hedrick appreciates it. Making it look easy out in right field.
Rodriguez swings and misses.
So I really did not expect us to go there with a happy birthday to Brian Hoke and what it turned into.
Right. I surprised people. It was all for, you know, Mr. Schwab.
I hope he feels better. Michael, you mentioned that Hedrick has gotten Aaron Boone's attention, and you can see why. Fastball is only about 93, 94, but you watch some of the swings against that pitch. There was a good one in 96.
So that'll do it here in the 8th. No runs, no hits. One man left. Let's go to the 9th inning.
We love the big plays here at MLB, but we want to take a moment to spotlight some of the unsung heroes behind the scenes. Harold, who do you have for us today?
Lauren, let's check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX. Zoom CX transformed the customer experience here at MLB.tv with AI-first CX capabilities that empower agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our MLB team behind the scenes and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
We follow pizza drivers and make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
That's the perfect combo.
Over the years, you've built equity in your home. And over the years, life happens. And through life's ups and downs and ups again, when you need money for some of life's necessities, now your home can pay you back. Let us show you how you can access $45,000 or more. Give us a call or visit us online at loandepot.com today.
At Mothers, we appreciate the simple things, the life less complicated. That's the inspiration behind Mother's new California Gold ceramic line of products. The easiest way to clean, correct, and protect your way to a whole new level of deep, ceramic, glass-like clarity, superior hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under, or hitting that win with your crew. Oh, yeah, see, defense.
For tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame is Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry. We'll have highlights and analysis. Meredith Marakovitz gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes, and of course the Gotham Sports app. Justin Lawrence comes in to pitch the ninth inning. This will be his fourth game. He'll face 9-1-2 Cabrera, Rice, and Judge. Cabrera back around to the left side. 1-0. Big cut. Three hits for Cabrera in this game. Almost got him. They say he checked his swing. 2-2.
You can see Lawrence drops down to that three-quarter arm angle. Ball's going to be running away from Cabrera, and the slider down and in at his back foot. Lawrence pitched Tuesday against the Rays, struck out 2 of the 4 batters that he faced.
Right in on the hands, and Cabrera down on strikes.
That's a tough combo. You're looking for that two-seamer out over the plate, and the slider runs inside. Swing right over the top.
Lawrence was claimed off waivers from the Rockies in March. His 5th big league season. Had a rough year last year for the Rockies, 6.49 ERA. But again, that's in Colorado, half your games. 1-0 to Rice. I think she might be proactive right now because I don't see it raining just yet.
Doesn't look good, though.
Oh, it's raining. She was not proactive. She was reactive. And that's a walk to Rice. That's going to bring up Judge. Last time up, Judge hit a home run. It was his 321st. So this is his 1,000th career game. In Babe Ruth's first 1,000 games for the Yankees, he hit 321 home runs. Wow. That's why you stay the whole game, John, to get nuggets like that.
So we're watching our Babe Ruth.
A Ruthian performance, yep. Inside, 1-1. So Judge with 7 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Well ahead of last year's pace when he finished with 58 home runs. You can see Lawrence has some life on his fastball.
Aaron Boone was talking about Aaron Judge before the game and gave him one of the greatest compliments you could ever give a player. He knows how to handle the daily grind and never gets one way or another. It's just day after day after day. And that's a mental mindset that separates the good players from the superstar players. It's ability, of course, but it's not giving away at bats.
Another thing I noticed about him, he is so beloved in that room by his teammates. And there's the home run in the 7th inning, because when he got those 62 home runs a couple of years ago to break the record, everybody was pulling for him. There was not any jealousy and, you know, envy or anything like that. They wanted him to do it. That's how respected he is.
Well, you hear all the time, all the young players especially talking about how Aaron Judge treats them right when they make it up to the major leagues. There's a respect and acceptance, and he doesn't carry himself like a superstar player that we all know he is.
Rice goes, swing and a miss, to throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Rice as Judge strikes out. Second stolen base for Rice.
Well, you take another look at the pitch, a sweeper down and away. Barked a good throw, but Rice like he was able to get in there, but they might challenge this one, or the umpires might check. Head first slide to the back of the bag.
This will be a crew chief challenge of the safe call at second base.
You know, when you see this kind of stuff, looks like he's going to be out. When you see this, John, there is no negativity for issuing a dumb challenge like the Pirates did earlier. Because
the umps just check anyway.
Yeah, they check anyway, so you don't even need a challenge. There should be some penalty if you wasted your challenge. That, okay, we blew a call, but you don't get a chance to reverse it because you challenged something you shouldn't have. They probably reversed that, right?
You would think so. And Rice did everything right, trying to dive to the back corner of the bag. It looked like the tag was applied on his hip.
I think they're going to issue enough challenges, John, just so there's a downpour.
Just keep us here a little bit longer.
Why not? Love the ballpark. Looks pretty clear cut from what we've seen.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees holding on to a 5-run lead.
Let's spotlight some of the unsung heroes here at MLB.tv.
Check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX's AI-first solutions. It empowers agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our team and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
Getting your finances in order isn't just about saving, it's about doing. So, what do you want to do? Whatever financial success looks like to you, Stretch Financial Wellness is here to support you while you put in the work. Visualize your success, attack your goals, go get it.
If we don't score here, I might have to switch sports.
Panicking won't turn a pop-up into a home run. Just like stressing about tickets won't get us better seats.
What about the unhinged prices? They're ridiculous fees.
That's why I use Game Time. On Game Time, prices actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch, even up to 60% off. And with the Game Time guarantee, I know our tickets are legit.
Yes! I did not want to have to get into pickleball.
What time is it?
It's game time.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
People ask me, Fair and Ferris seems to be everywhere.
This is brought to you in part by FanDuel. New customers can get $200 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Buy Optimum Fiber, get Optimum, the fastest fiber internet. Don't take slow for an answer. And by Hyundai, with a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Some of the fans departing the ballpark, taking the Clemente Bridge to the other side of the Allegheny. And Devin Williams hasn't pitched in a while. Will take over. Last time we saw him was opening day. And he had a little bit of a thrill ride in that one, but ended up getting out of it and picking up the save. Missed the 3 games against the Diamondbacks on paternity leave. Fouled away. Adam Frazier pinch hitting for Triolo.
Well, we know for Williams, it's all about that air bender, that quality changeup that he has, but he's got enough on his fastball too that you have to respect it, about 94, 95.
I was talking to some of the guys with the Milwaukee Brewers, and they said that one of the issues was he didn't want to throw the fastball that much, and he just kept throwing airbender after airbender, and after a while, the Brewers knew it was coming. That's why they obviously posted that rally in the 9th inning on opening day.
Well, our colleague David Cohn says it all the time. You have to protect your best pitch, and his best pitch is his changeup. How do you protect it? You have to throw enough fastballs to get hitters off of it.
High fly ball on the right side. Chisholm makes the play. One down here in the 9th.
It's always a concern when you have a pitcher who's been away from the club for a few days for paternity. He's going to be able to find the strike zone since when he comes back. So far, so good.
The 0-1 to Kiner-Falefa. Lofted into center field. Grisham is there. Yankees an out away. And that'll bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes. One of the rare bright spots for the Pirates today. A 3-run home run in the 7th inning off of the Yankees' Fernando Cruz. 1-0. Devin, first time on the mound since welcoming a baby boy into the world. There's a strike. Pirates are down to their final strike.
One more strike, one more out. Max Fried will pick up his first win as a New York Yankee. Yankee fans hoping to see a lot more of that.
Two balls, two strikes, two outs on Hayes. Devin Williams deals. Pass Wells all the way to the backstop, 3-2. And he walks Hayes as the Pirates keep the game alive. And that brings up Ryan Reynolds. Williams wants a new ball. Reynolds had a home run in the third inning for the first Pirate run. The Yankees scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and then 2 in the seventh. They have 13 hits to Pittsburgh's 9. 9-4 Yanks. Runner goes. There'll be no throw, so Hayes takes second on defensive indifference. The 2-1. Popped up on the left side, but that makes the seats out of play. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. And the count 3-2 on Reynolds. Hayes leads off second. Yankees lead by 5, bottom of the 9th inning. Strike 3, ball game. Yankees win this one 9-4 to start the road trip with a victory. Another home run for Aaron Judge. Devin Williams will give that ball to his newborn son Zabi. And the Yankees beat the Pirates in the Pirates home opener.
Well, another day, another home run for Aaron Judge, but I love the pressure that the Yankees put out there offensively. Traffic from the first inning on, putting up 9 runs, and Max Fried, congratulations on his first win as a New York Yankee.
Well, the Yankees are off to a good start. They've won 5 of their first 7 games, 5-2. Another game tomorrow, but we have so much more to come right here. We'll wrap things up, give out awards, and then the post game after that.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Fire everything! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on chicken! Yes, chef!
3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh.
Chef?
What's in your wallet?
The average dog only lives to be 10. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our food comes in personalized portions. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
To me, lawn service is a scam. There's no lawn service for you.
Unfortunately, I don't trust them very much because I don't know what they're putting down.
Nobody's going to pay attention to your lawn like you do.
It's the whole point of owning a home is that you maintain your own lawn.
We've taken care of this lawn from day one.
I take pride in it, and when people tell me it looks good, it makes me feel even better.
Do you use a lawn service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
I know what I'm putting down when I put Scott's down. I'm putting down a great product.
You know this is a fastball. Google Cloud AI knows that when the home pitcher throws a 98-mile-per-hour heater with a 13-inch drop, there's a 24.7% chance the hitter swings and misses. Oh, and hot dog sales are up 4% today, which is what happens when the home team starts racking up Ks.
Got him with a fastball.
Now that had some mustard on it. Catch the game like never.
I'll call you soon, Dad.